right, friends. So what I'm going to be doing today is doing a really quick, very simple garland. On my way to Branson, I got a phone call. She has a friend who is a director at a facility, a state-run facility for teens. They didn't have any state funding for decorations. And my friend was like, I know somebody that could help you with that. Here I am. I'm doing Christmas decorations for them. So I need to make some bows for this garland, right? I cut a garland. They just have a small fireplace that they wanted something up on the fireplace where the kids gather every evening. So I just wanted like a, 2.5 foot garland, just a little bit of a mantelpiece. Not really even a full garland, just a little bit of Christmas cheer, right? I'm going to go ahead and make some bows for that garland. And I'm going to be using Deco Exchange mesh, or that's a lie, Deco Exchange ribbon that I got from shopliketammy.com. Okay, so if you want to learn how to do this in a more extensive setting, learnfromtammy.com will help you all day long with business coaching and creative coaching. We offer both of those. Okay, so I'm going to make the big center bow for the middle part of my garland. It's really just a little mantelpiece, but most of this garland will be made up of ribbons because I'm not really allowed to use picks. I can use a few picks, but not very many. And we're going to use a little no peeking. Is that not so cute? So stinking cute. I'm doing it backwards here, so I've got to figure out what I'm doing. So much fun. Now this ribbon right here is Deliciousness. I got this from Deco Exchange and I'm obsessed with it. I'm kind of making this bow backwards. It's kind of funny. I usually never do that, but that's one thing that the Easy Bow Maker allows you to do, is you can kind of make some things backwards. Let me grab another zip tie. Okay, so I zippered that up. Gotta really tighten this up. And while I'm doing that, this is going to have some big loops. And I don't really want them that big, so I'm going to pull this a little bit more. Okay. And this is kind of a little rule of mine. If your loops are just too big and you can't get them under control, cut them and make them tails. For example, this loop right here is way too big for my liking. And guess what? Now I have two tails. It's still a good bow. So I'm going to put this off to the side. So I am spreading this out just like this. So this is what I'm thinking we're going to do. I've got these little boards. Do you see my eyeballs? Okay. I'm going to get real ingenious with this because I want some stability on here. But I cannot find my stapler. I think it's in storage. So we're going to use these as stabilizers, right? We're going to turn this over. And I will tell you this much. If I can find It works the same. If I can find my stapler between now and tomorrow, I will staple this. See how the flat side doesn't have all the embellishments on it? I'm going to put another one right there. This is a last ditch effort. This is not what I wanted to do, but it's what I need to do. Okay, I'm getting ready to cover up all the, but see what that's going to do is allow them at least a way to lay it flat like this. And if they want it like this or like this, they could do that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the drop and roll method. I told you this is not going to be an over-the-top garland, but I am going to be using some big poofs. We're going to make it look as nice as we possibly can and hide those boards as much as we possibly can. So I'm just going right down through here. This is a very quick garland. Now, I'm going to use this snowball mesh in a ruffle. It's to hide the board. So I'm going to lift this up. I'm going to cut it about 20 inches. Not measuring. So now I'm just going to go through here. And I'm just going to ruffle. Just going to ruffle what I can. Focusing on where that board area is. That's where I'm focusing on putting most of my mesh. Covering up the board. Okay, so this will still cover up a lot of it. I'm going to go ahead and turn it to the back side. So I am just cascading this mesh over the edge of that wood so you can't see it. But anyway, even if we just gave them this, this is so pretty. So I'm going to clip this. I'm going to get a Chanel stem. I don't like rain. Okay, so now what I'm doing is I'm lifting this bad boy up and I'm trying to put this underneath the garland. So now I'm just going to do some simple flowy ribbons where I can, right? You just got to do it where you can. I'm going to do each side, give it a loopy loop. That stink. Okay, and then I always just leave. I go rogue and leave it just like that. I think it's pretty when you do that. Now I'm going to do this side. So I'm going to turn it. Little roller coasters. I'm also going to go in with this deliciousness of ribbon. I'm going to just give it some tails wherever I can to bring out the Christmas spirit, because God knows these tails would bring out the Christmas spirit in the Scrooge. And we're just going to cut some tails. This velvet ribbon, you can find it at shopliketammy.com, or you could. I don't know if it's still there. But it's amazing. It's amazing. We're just adding some velvet tails in there. Not a big doggone deal. I'm going to add some to the front, some to the back. Okay. So this is what we have so far. Super simple, y'all. I have a few picks. I thought the kids would really enjoy the cake pops and some of those. So, what I'm doing is the most simple thing I know how to do. I'm going right where there is a really good tie. I'm laying that pick right down in there, and I'm tying it up for all that it's worth. Then I'm going to hit it with a little bit of hot glue, just right in there, and I'm going to move these picks around. I'm going to do the same thing to the opposite side. This one is going rogue, and I don't like it. So I'm going to pinch that one off. And I'm actually going to completely pinch it off. And I'm going to cover up the black tie that I had earlier. I am hot gluing these in. I'm not wiring these ones. I'm dripping glue absolutely all over my surface. Right into that bow area. Okay. Gonna come right over here where I also know there's a lot of evergreen. And just to create some more differentiation between the front and the back, I'm going to put these in the front. Perfect. And that's all I'm doing with this. Very lightweight.